Very pleasant good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine. So get ready with your English grammar book, chapter 6 verbs. Today we are going to complete chapter 6 verbs. We are left with only third part of non-finite verbs, that is gerunds. So take out your English grammar book and be ready. Students, in the last class, we learned how to join sentences using participle. And participle is used in three forms: present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. Present participle is the first form of the verb with ing form. Past participle form is the third form of the verb, and in the perfect participle, it is formed by the addition of having with to the third form of the verb, that is your perfect participle. And we also learned how to join sentences using participle form. Today we have learned that besides being a verb, the participle is an adjective also. So it must be referring to a noun or pronoun. If we want our meaning to be conveyed correctly, it should refer to the correct noun. Now see, first example, going to the school, a dog bit Ram. Now here, going to the school. Now here the way participle going is placed in the sentence, going it refers to the noun dog, but it was used for Ram, not for the dog who was going to school. So obviously the sentence needs improvement here. So we should write the sentence as, while Ram was going to school, a dog bit him. Or you can write, going to school, Ram was bitten by a dog. It should be written in the passive form. Clear, everyone? Now see the next example. Being a rainy day, I could not go to school. So, how will you improve this sentence? It being a rainy day, I could not go to school. I hope it is clear why we need improvement here, because we said that participle is used as an adjective, and adjectives are used before noun or pronoun. They qualify, but it should qualify the correct noun in the sentence. If we are using the participle, it should qualify the correct noun. If you are not improving the sentence, it states the incorrect noun. Like we discussed in example 1, that going to school, a dog bit Ram. Now going here indicates to, going is the participle, it is indicating that it is qualifying the noun dog, but it is wrong. It was Ram who was going to school, not a dog. Okay, so I hope the correct use of participle with the correct noun or pronoun is clear to you, that the sentence need improvement, and how you are going to improve the sentence is by doing the little changes. Now see the few more examples. This one, walking along the footpath, a stone hit him. Now, how will you write it in correct form? Walking along the footpath, he was hit by a stone. So, remember, we have to write it in the passive form. When we convert active into passive form, I hope you remember, this is exactly the same. Now, being a night long journey, he was tired. This is the incorrect form. How will you correct it? It by using it. It being a night long journey, he was tired. Next is finishing my work, I came home early. Now, here the first, after completing the first task, the second action took place, right? So for that, I told you we use the perfect participle form. Having finished my work, I came home early. Okay, so with this your participle form is completed. Now we are going to start today the gerund, that is the third form of the non-finite verbs. Now here gerund is also in the same form, that exactly the present participle is. That is, first form of the verb is followed by ing. Okay, see, swimming is a good sport. But here I told you the difference between participle and gerund in the first class, that participle is partly a verb and an adjective, but gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun. So here swimming is the subjective part of the sentence and also it acts as a noun. So here the word swimming is formed by adding ing to the verb swim, so it is therefore like a verb, but it is also the subject of the verb is, so it performs the work of a noun also. So let us take one more example to clear the meaning of gerund. That collecting stamps is his hobby. Now here collecting is a the word collecting is formed from the verb collect, and it also has an object after it, that is stamp. So therefore collecting is like a verb, but collecting is also the subject of the verb is, so it is a noun. It also work as a noun. So a word which is like a verb but performs the function of a noun, that is a gerund. Okay, now the gerund and the present participle, which I told you, they are exactly the same forms. They are exactly used in the same form, but the difference is that gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun, but present participle is used as an adjective. Clear? Now see, I am tired of your grumbling, and grumbling people are not liked. Now, I am tired of your grumbling. In sentence 1, grumbling answers the question, tired of what? Tired of what? Grumbling. Now, here, grumbling is the object. It is used as an object to the preposition of. So it, since only a noun or pronoun, they can act as an object. Clear? So grumbling is a noun here, but grumbling is also formed from the verb grumble. So grumbling is a verbal noun or a gerund. Here grumbling is a noun. It is the object of preposition of, and you all know object is either a noun or a pronoun. So grumbling is a gerund here. See the second example, grumbling people are not liked. Now grumbling here, this is a verb which is used before the noun people. So here it is describing the people, which what kind of people? Grumbling people. So here grumbling is a participle which is used as an adjective here. So with this, uh, your chapter 6 verbs is completed. I hope the verbs are very much clear to you. All the three types of verbs, finite verbs, non-finite verbs, and non-finite verb is of further three types: infinitives, participle, and gerund. So revise this chapter thoroughly and do the practice of back exercise on your own, and if still you have any problem, you are free to ask anytime. Thank you and have a nice day.